Day game for the Chicago Bulls today, and I am absolutely one of the sickos who will be watching this over the NFL playoffs. We got DeMar DeRozan's home game, and I hope he gets a 5-minute standing ovation. That tribute video is going to hit hard. You guys already know my feelings on DeMar DeRozan. He was my favorite player before he became a Chicago Bull. He's still my favorite player in the NBA. He reminds me the most of Kobe with his footwork and his intricacies and the way he gets his buckets, the way he gets his spots. You know, in an era of guys just taking step back threes and just trying to be as analytical as possible, DeMar DeRozan, he continues to buck the trend, to get to his spots. He knows that he's not a great three-point shooter, so he gets to his spots. He makes it work. He's a throwback player, and I love it. You know, call me old school, but I love it. But anyways, here's 5 keys to victory for the Chicago Bulls today against the Sacramento Kings. And key number 1, we got to keep DeMar DeRozan off that free throw line. We watched DeMar DeRozan here for 3 years. We know his tricks. We know everything he does. You know, I love DeMar DeRozan. The man is he's a Hall of Fame foul baiter. I've seen it. You know, he's a flopper. He is what it is. You know, if you come anywhere near him when he's shooting a jump shot, he's going to fall down. He's going to try to get that foul. So keep DeMar DeRozan off the free throw line. He's quietly been playing really good the last 6 games. They're on a 6-game winning streak since they made that coaching change, and he's been playing really good. You know, if you guys aren't watching a lot of Kings games, they're my number 2 team on League Pass for the last couple of weeks here. And he's playing really good. He's playing really great. He's a big reason that they've kind of turned it around here. So the Chicago Bulls, man, you know that he's going to be out for blood. You know that he's going to be looking to have a little bit of a revenge game. So got to keep him off the free throw line. Key number 2, can we stop De'Aaron Fox? Do we have anybody on this roster who could stop De'Aaron Fox? De'Aaron Fox, in my opinion, he's one of the probably 3 most underrated guys in the NBA. If he was in a bigger market, he'd be treated like a top 5 point guard in the NBA. He'd be treated like a top 10 guard in the NBA, and he just doesn't get that national buzz. He's really fucking good, and he kills the Bulls every time they play him. The only guy we got on this roster who could maybe defend him is Ayo Dosunmu, and he's doubtful for today. So De'Aaron Fox, I expect him to have a big game. The key is Coby White. Can you make De'Aaron Fox work on the defensive end? Can you get some buckets? Can you make him expend some energy on that defensive end? Because we don't have anybody who could slow De'Aaron Fox's offense down. So that's key number 2 is we got to try to contain De'Aaron Fox somehow. Key number 3, Domantas Sabonis. That dude, man. When I said De'Aaron Fox is a top 3 underrated player, Sabonis is in that conversation too. He does not get any love from the national media. He's one of the best centers in the NBA, one of the most complete centers in the NBA. He's a lesser version of what Nikola Jokic is. You know, in the 6-game winning streak, he's averaging 20 points, 18 rebounds, 7 assists. That's fucking absurd. That game he had against the Celtics the other day was nuts. He had 25 rebounds, 20 points. Dude's crazy. And Nikola Vucevic, he's much better on offense this year. He's still a traffic cone on defense. So you know Sabonis is going to go nuts today. You know he's going to be flirting with 20, 28. It's going to be crazy. So same thing with De'Aaron Fox. Can Nikola Vucevic produce enough offense to make Sabonis work on the defensive end? Because Sabonis, he's not a great defender. Really good offensive player, not a great defender. He's going to have a crazy day today. If you have him on your fantasy basketball team, I know you're licking your chops at this matchup. Key number 4 is Zach LaVine. Zach LaVine has been playing really good lately. You know, I had the rant the other day where he's not playing as great as people are saying he is. He's getting a lot of his buckets in garbage time. He's waiting until we're down double digits to start scoring. We can't have that tonight. If Zach LaVine, you know, he's got to have one of those games. If the Bulls are going to be competitive in this game, he's got to go off today. He's got to have like 40 points, and it's got to be a steady 40 points. It's got to be where he's getting, 8 to 12 points in every quarter. It can't be one of them games like the other day where he had 31, but 22 of them came when we were already down 30. That's not going to cut it today. Zach LaVine, some are saying, Stacey King, he's been saying Zach LaVine is playing like a franchise player, and that sounds insane, but Stacey's not the only one saying it. I don't believe it, but people are saying it. If Zach LaVine's truly a franchise player, this is the kind of game where he's got to step up. He's got to be a steady offensive force the entire game. He's got to look for his offense. He's letting the offense come to him this year, and I'm going to keep banging this drum. He can't do that. He's got to go out and create on his own. He's got to be a little bit more aggressive. And the final key number 5, can we get anything from the bench? Can we get Buzelis, Julian Phillips, Dalen Terry? Can one of them provide a spark plug off the bench? We're going to need that. If we're going to be in this game at all, we're going to need it. So tip-off's at 2:30 today. I'm excited. Debo's home. It's going to be a fun environment, a fun atmosphere. I just hope the Bulls stay close with it because the Kings are on a rampage lately. My preseason prediction was that the Spurs were going to miss the playoffs and the Kings were going to be serious contenders in the Western Conference. And, 3 weeks ago, that was looking crazy. Now look at the standings. The Spurs are out of the playoffs. They're out of the play-in spot right now. They're 11th or 12th, and the Kings are up at that 8 or 9 spot. So I don't know, man. I might be right. Let me know in the comments what you guys think about today's game. Are you excited to see Debo again?